There's a time that I remember, cause I did not know the pain. When I believed in forever, everything would stay the same. Now my hope is like December, when somebody say your name. Cause I can't reach out to call you, I know I'll be one day. Yeah. Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. Hey, hey. Everything will be alright, always a constant say. Hey. Here's to the ones that we got. Here's to the wish you were here in life, cause the dreams bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones that we made, toast to the ones that we lost on the way, cause the dreams bring back all the memories. There's a time that I remember when I never felt so low. And I felt all the hatred just to come for a start. And my heart feel like an ember, and it's not enough to die. I carry these torches for you, but you know I'll never try. Yeah. Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. Hey, hey. Everything gon' be alright, always a constant say. Hey. Here's to the ones that we got. Here's to the wish you were here in life, cause the dreams bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones that today, toast to the ones that we lost on the way, cause the dreams bring back all the memories. Memories bring back, memories bring back. Well, hello, hello, hello. How are you? Happy to be here. Hello, Scott, James, Michael, Benuxky, Jupiter, and Glass Fox Fox. Good to see you guys. Nice to have you all here. 17 watching. And we have, let's see, I need to get over to, where were you? 15. Nice to see you guys. I see Alex jumped in, decided to do his live stream on top of mine. So maybe I'll do mine on top of his. Maybe I'll be back at 10:30. And he probably won't be here. He'll give us an hour clear.
Might just do it. We'll see how it goes. I'm assuming Shelby is going to be here. I don't know. Lurking in the shallows is Grenwood. That's very good. Lurking in the shadows like a crocodile lurking in the shallows. Oh, glory. I posted a video today. John Sua. Hey, John Sua. Sarko. Hi, Sarko. Roman Chirac is here. Hello, Roman. Posted a video today. It's called Trackway. Fishy Trackway. I explained in the video that I was watching a video on Sasquatch. I'm just fascinated by Sasquatch videos. Or any of the supposedly extinct or otherwise extraordinary animals that are out there, potentially out there. Anyway, there were a couple of guys who are doing, who are tracking wherever they go. They're going traveling all over the world, basically. But they're using tracking techniques to try to determine where the animals are going so they can get in front of them and be able to film them coming in. I don't think they've had any success yet. They've been at it for 2 or 3 years. They've got a lot of video, but I don't think they've actually pulled off their trackway yet. But in any case, I got to thinking about fish, and it reminded me of a comment that Ennis made in his book years and years ago. Father fish, hey, hey, what the bloody, nice to see you. He was talking about how to collect wild fish, and specifically, he was referring to collecting saltwater fish. I believe it was Ennis. It was that far back in any case. He talked about snorkeling on top and watching the fish to determine what their trackway was. And then going down and setting the net so that they come right up to it. And that's how he caught fish. Well, fish do that in their tanks. Regardless of the size of the tank, the fish will develop a behavior, a pattern, and they'll follow that pattern consistently. They'll go from one place to another and back again, and continue that pattern all day long. It may vary a little, but it'll be basically that same pattern over and over and over. And if you take the time to observe your fish carefully over time, you'll see that pattern and you'll learn why they're doing it. It's not just a matter of food. It's also a matter of the things they find interesting, or the places where they're most at home, or whatever. I mean, it just depends on the fish, and it depends on what's happening in the tank. Who was that? Howard Van Tassel is here. Hello, Howard. Jupiter 1. Craig Doniger. Kevin Rosenberg. Who else? Scott, we said hello. You're fishy. Can join audio only in a while, hopefully. Oh dear. Okay. All right. Whatever. Well, I hope you can. If you can, we'll be happy to have you. Wendy and I have on order Diana Wallstead's Ecology of a Planted Aquarium. Can't wait to get it. Right there. Right there. That's it. It is a rough slog getting through it. It's very technical, but there are absolute jewels throughout the book. So if you can slog your way through it, you will be immensely gratified for having done so. The name of the book, Circle. I've got it. Where have I got it? Right here. Right here. Exotic Aquarium Fishes. William Innes. This was first published in 1935. I was given the book in 1957 when I graduated, 58, when I graduated from high school. It's a present from my grandmother, my mother's mother. Craig Dunnerberg. My lips are not working in conjunction with my brain tonight. It's very strange. I'll have to take that off for a while. If Shelby is able to get in, I'll have to put it back on. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't do this. My granddaughter.
You were watching Father Fish. Now please enjoy the video.
Yes. Thank you, my dear. That's Nayla Fox. Nayla Fox is her screen name. Delightful young lady, 10 years old, and just as bright as can be. Has an amazing future on her horizon. Following in the footsteps of her brilliant and hardworking mother. Does he interact with viewers? Who, me? I do. There's a link at the top if anyone has something on their mind they wish to share. I'll be happy to entertain that. A fish-related joke. A fish-related joke. You haven't been around long enough to ask for a fish. I don't know fish-related jokes, actually. A joke. I don't know. I'm far more spontaneous than that. I don't keep a log or an index or a you have to trigger something. I'm much more in the stream. My brain works that way. It's a stream of consciousness thing. If something gets triggered, then out it'll come. But I don't have a list somewhere. Joke, funny, story, fish. I don't know. Funny. What's funny about fish? Funny story, joke, fish. Oh, I was going to tell a story about, it's not funny particularly, but it's an interesting story about Henry Hall. Those of you who don't know who Henry Hall is, Henry Hall was one of my mentors. Here, Fishy said, I saw golden pearls all over the carpet. How does this rot? Won't bottom feeders still enjoy it? All over your the carpet in the tank? Yeah, but it's gonna rot. If there's too much in there, it'll foul the tank. Unless it's on the floor, then it'll foul the floor. Monster fish cow. Hello, hello. Two fish swim into a bar. They hit their heads. Yeah, fish. Here, fishy's got it. Anyway, um, Henry Hall. Henry Hall was 82 when he passed. He was my age when he passed, but he kept fish all his life. When I met him, he was at the end of his fish keeping and was ready to find a home for all his fish. So he took me down to his basement to see the fish, and he had about 40 tanks, none of which was under 100 gallons, stacked. Every one had a single fish in it. And the fish were all, smallest one was probably a foot, biggest one was 5 foot. That was an electric eel. He had a 3.5 foot caiman, and just a lot of big fish. Donated them all to the National Aquarium. We set up a display for them. But at one point, when we were moving tanks out, there was a big stainless tank that was leaking, and he repaired it. It was remarkable watching him repair it. He had a big round, I don't know what it's called. It was tar, hard, like very hard tar that came in a big round, like a barrel, but it was wrapped in paper. He chunked off some pieces of it, threw it into a little burn pot he had, and put some varnolene, varnolene. He put varnolene in it because that made it soft and kept it pliable. Heated it up, and then he used his torch to turn the tank on its corner and melt all the tar out of that corner, chipped it out and melted it out. Got it all out, got it clean, and then poured a new layer of tar into that corner, let it cool, and turned it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times he did that in order to get every seam, all 8 seams. Chipped them out, poured the tar into that seam with it standing on that end so it leveled out and sealed. And it was sealed. He also heated the outside of the frame to get it hot, the metal, so that it would melt the tar, added new tar to it, and did that all the way around. And after, it took him about half an hour to do probably a 100-gallon tank that way. And that's the way he sealed his tanks. There was another fellow in town who made those tanks, and he did much the same thing. He started with tar in the seams, put the glass in, and then tarred again on the inside seams. A lot of labor went into building those tanks. They were handcrafted in a very real way. And so when you got one that was the pride of the person who had built it. I still have a few. How old was I when I met Henry Hall? I was 38, 37, 38. Did a pond scoop today, scooped some leaf litter, got snails, mosquito fish, and a small crayfish. Bravo, good job. And what did you put them? That tar is called mastic. Thank you, Alec. Mastic, yeah. It's hard and brittle. Bunny Viper talking about mixing dirt for a 180. How did you learn about the seahorses I collect? Well, I've been collecting them for 25 years, probably, maybe longer, at least 25 years. And I've just had a lot of experience with them. Talked to other people who have had them. I've talked with breeders. I've grown them, raised them. Just a lot of personal experience. Scott, who are you talking about? Craig Doniger, knock, knock. Who's there, Craig? Bunny Viper found everything except iron oxide. Can it be replaced? It can be. You should not leave it out. Iron is probably one of the most important single elements in the substrate. As a last resort, you can put steel nails or iron nails in there. Who is this? Kimber. Kimber is here. Kimber. I don't know who Kimber is. Hello?
I'm here.
I'm going to put my ears back on. How are you? We're looking at some Africans here. Malawis. I cannot hear you.
How are you?
There, that's better. Good. How are you? Kimber, what are we looking
Yeah, let me
at?
mute the TV here. Go ahead.
So we're looking at Malawi cichlids. Have they spawned for you?
Oh, crap.
We lost them.
Hold on. I'm coming right back. There we are. We're back.
All right.
Sorry about that. How are you, Father Fish?
Good. How are you?
Oh, hanging in there. Happy Friday.
Thank you. How's the tank doing?
Doing good. This tank was set up about a year ago.
Okay.
It's all in Bunas. 75 gallon.
Right. Nice size tank.
We have a yellow lab here holding.
I see that. That's great.
We got about another week or so. Maybe we'll see some fry.
Wonderful.
It's being filtered by a canister filter.
Okay. I get a little earth stone.
What I really want to show you was last week was I built a my first breeding rack.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Thank you. It's not done yet. I have 2 more tanks to go on the bottom, 229 gallons. But for now,
Those are 20 longs, are they?
yeah, they're all 20 longs.
Nice.
I have,
Very nice.
2 carbenzas in there. I don't know if you can see them. Get rid of the pair off.
Cool.
A couple Brissinos in there. And pretty much cycling the rest of the tanks. Couple little lyre tails in here.
Nice fish.
Thank you.
Very good.
So yeah, it's fun. Looking forward to doing a little bit of breeding here. Been keeping fish for 40 years. And this is the first time I've actually focused on breeding, so it's pretty exciting for me.
Oh, that's great. Good for you. That's
Yeah, a little
cool.
something different. So. Anyway, I'll let you get back to your regular scheduled program here.
Well, thank you very much. Nice to see your tanks.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks. Bye, Kimber. Very nice. We're talking about iron oxide. If you go to a garden supply store, they will have an iron supplement for fruit trees and other tropicals. It'll be iron oxide or some kind of iron supplement. You can use that. There are a lot of different ways that it comes, but if I find that almost everything I need, I'm able to find in garden supply stores. Um, they're they provide the elements for healthy soil, and that's really what you're trying to create and to achieve is healthy soil. So use that. Get into one of those stores. You'll find a lot of other things there too. Things like maybe bat guano or worm castings, blood meal, bone meal. All of those are commonly available in garden supply stores. And they're really excellent elements to be able to include in your supplements for your soil. So check that out. Let's see. Oh, Nella's here. Hi, Nella. Nice to see you. We played your piece here. I'm going to do it again now that she's here, so she can
You are
hear
watching Father Fish. Now please enjoy the video.
Yes. Thank you, Nella. We did play that earlier. I just thought I'd let you enjoy it as well. What? Let's get you to 11,000. It's going to be pretty quick. I think we're getting there. We've had about 50 or 60 in the last 2 or 3 days. What is going on? Oh my. Sue is in the hospital. Oh dear God. Prayers for Sue. Ugh. Well, she just needs to get better. She really, really, really does. Praying for Sue. My. God bless you, Lee. We'll be with you. With you in spirit. Love you too. Oof. Mercy, 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 mercy. That's devastating. Let's see. GFO for iron addition and substrate, Alec is suggesting. Rest in the hospital with a hematoma in her head. They've operated and she's talking and had great spirit, can't walk. Oh my God. Oh my. Dear Lord, be with this woman who is so needed and so important and such a vital part of so many people's lives, most especially of Lee. Be with her, return her, Father, to full health. bring her back from this, whatever it is, so that she may be able to function as the normal, lovely, dynamic woman she is. And we're with you. We're with you, Lee. We are with you. Mercy, mercy. Thomason Durgan, hello, Thomason. Thomason made a few comments on the new story of the new video today that were particularly interesting and appropriate. Mercy, mercy. Hello, Naresh. Nice to see you. Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting. Elaine is saying none of my local stores will have gardening supplies until spring. It's not far off. Next week is Groundhog Day. Well, that's interesting. That's unfortunate, I guess. Walmart and the big hardware stores usually have a line of garden products. If you have any of the big box stores around. Oh, this very much is the platform for this, Lee, very much so. It will all be fine. Yes, it will. We pray for that and know that that's true. Love you, love you very much, Lee, and just constant prayer for you and for Sue. Hello, ADHD. Good to see you. Isabella. Amen and amen. We need to get the prayer warriors at work, Isabella. Well, guess who's here?
Get away.
Hi there.
Hi.
Nice to hear from you.
Yeah, I might break up from here to there because my phone's gonna switch through routers, but I'm here. Much as I can be. Hi, everybody.
Good to have you here.
You
heard
so
about...
Hear about Sue. You know, you can always come and lean on the fish fam here, Father Fish.
Amen. Amen to that. Absolutely. Rohit Kaila. Hello, Rohit Kaila.
I was hearing you talk about your friend Henry Hall. And
yes.
You're our Henry Hall.
Ah.
And that's a lot better than being somebody's Henry Hill.
I suppose. He was such a gentle, sweet soul. A big man, probably 6'2", 6'3". Solid as a rock. It was so shocking when he died. I had just performed a wedding ceremony for him 6 months earlier. He married a woman who had never been married. He had been married once. He lost his wife. Not too long before that, before I met him, about 2 years before I met him. So married this woman and then was gone in 6 months. He was gone. He was gone. She had hoped that he would be with her longer.
Mm-hmm, I'm sure.
Kyle went to House of Tropicals. Let me forget about how it's snowing. That was one of my all-time favorite shops when I was in Maryland. Jack, the owner, who I'm sure is gone by now, his sons are running the shop.
What part of Maryland?
The shop was in Glen Burnie.
Oh, that's where my parents moved me to for a little while when I was a toddler.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Glen
grew
Burnie,
up
Maryland.
not far from there. I grew up in Odenton, just outside of Fort Meade headquarters.
Yeah, my dad worked in the big black box.
Oh, right. Yeah, that was before that was after my time.
Yeah,
That yeah, that wasn't built until long after I left the area.
Well, we see that was the reason I was asking what part is because we see it when we're going on vacation. We drive right past. So maybe I'll start mapping fish stores on the way. You know, nobody ever wants to stop, but anyway. But
I know.
I do.
The house I grew up in is still there. It's been moved, but it's still there.
The house was moved.
The house was moved.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's see. Sarko, Fatherfish, do you ever watch YouTube videos like Ivan McCullough's where he shows habitats underwater? Yes, I do.
Oh, they're wonderful.
They really are. That's really, really remarkable stuff.
That's what I like. I like to see where my fish are coming from.
Yeah, right. There are a lot of, well, I shouldn't say a lot. There are some guys on YouTube who I really appreciate, especially the guys who are out collecting. The true naturists who are out there finding things and bringing them in. I'm just really struck by that. Or the people who are excited about keeping native fish. I think a lot more needs to be done with natives. Every country has spectacular natives, and we certainly do here in the U.S. And they're just not nearly enough done with them.
Yeah.
Kevin said, my 5-year-old son loves your fish on the top tank in the corner. Now, I don't know what top tank in the corner. Let me think. Oh, you know what? I don't know if this is the one he's talking about, but we've got something special going on in here. If I can find them. The crevensis finally spawned, and they have about 30 babies. Oh, there's the male.
What spawned? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Crevensis.
Oh.
There's
I
the
never
male. She probably got him in the back. They move them all over the tank. I've taken pretty much everything else out except the plecos, just to prevent the babies from being devoured. I'm not seeing them. She's got them hidden somewhere. It's also getting late in the day, and they tend to hunker down. There she is, all the way over in the corner. I don't know if you can see her. She's in the back in the corner. But I'm not seeing the babies. Oh, she's back over here, in back of the pot. I don't know. We'll see if they come out. If they come out, I'm sure. Oh, let me show you that. Look at this. That's a half moon. Half moon male who's got a big bubble nest up there, and these are the females.
Oh.
So really, look at him back there. He's pairing off. Yeah.
I got my beta a girlfriend, and now I think that she's just too little and young. As I'm looking at it, I wonder if I could take her away from him until she grows up.
Yeah, that could be.
She just kind of hides from him.
Yeah, if he's not building a nest. What you don't want to do.
Building his bubble nest, but I just think she looks kind of small to me.
Well, if he's building a bubble nest, he's ready.
Okay, I was wondering maybe if she's ready. She has a little crown tail on her.
Look for a white spot at her ovipositor around her
Okay.
anus. If there's a white spot, she's ready.
I don't even
I
see where she is
also,
right now.
I've got two other fish in here. This is a scarlet batis. You can see him. And back there is, oh golly,
Oh, very nice.
it's a
Well, there's
gourami.
another. Oh, way in the back there. Okay. That commences to move. What is that?
There's another, it's a gourami. It's a,
What kind?
the name is escaping me. I need to look it up. I was studying. I've got a name in my brain that it's not the right name. So
Sparkling or diamond or?
let's see. I should be able to find it in history here. I was just looking at them. Let's see. Well, it's not coming up. That figures. Here it is. Samurai. Samurai.
Oh, okay.
A samurai gourami. And the difficulty is getting females. Males are pretty easy to come by, but it's hard to get females. And I think I've got 4 males. Chris, my partner in this effort, has 19, and he thinks maybe he has 2 females.
Wow.
So, yeah, we also have Andre involved in this. We're gonna try to get him going and see if we can begin spawning them. They're really a remarkable fish. Let me see if I can take another there, right there. See him? There's another one. I've got 4 of them in here. There they are. I love is it. I can't tell what I'm looking at. I can't turn around to see. These beds are very busy. I think we're going to have a spawn here in pretty short order. He's got a really good nest and a couple of girls that are very interested in him, so that'll be fun. We'll see. And these are pseudobagills up there. I don't know if you can see them. They're toward the back. They're still juvenile, still kind of little. And I'm looking for those privets and not seeing them. See, got them hidden. Kyle, hello, Kyle. Nice to see you. Kyle. I'm talking about, I guess, House of Tropicals.
Yeah.
Africans and plants and saltwater well stocked. Yeah, they've been around a long time. Roman, yeah, it's a type of licorice. There are a lot of different kinds of licorice cichlids, licorice gouramis. There was a red spot that I was hoping to get, but it wasn't shipped. That's one I've never had. Ordered a flower horn, ADHD. We named him Frank. He's not here yet. Any advice for Frank? Can they live with any friends at all? You can keep them with other fish their size. Uh, you can keep them with aggressive fish, provided it's a big enough tank. So I don't know what size he is, but you want to try to keep larger tanks. I keep them in a larger tank, and you can keep them with others. But if they're smaller, they'll just beat them up. So you just got to be careful about that. Scott lost his half moon today. Guppy got too aggressive. That could be. That could very well be. Things get picked on. I had to take the turtle out of the tank with the salamander because it was chewing up her tail. I had a convict cichlid in there that started the process, got rid of it, and then the turtle took over where the convict left off. So the turtle.
He learned a bad habit.
Really. I mean, look at this. Can you see that?
Let me
Really got chewed up.
here.
I don't know if you can tell. Just badly chewed up. It's happened before and it came
Oh my
back.
goodness. Yeah.
So I'm hoping he'll be all right. What else? Isabella has a lot of Malawis with many females holding eggs. That's neat. Don't keep flower horns with dovi. Dovi are pretty aggressive fish. I have had flower horns with dovi, but I have them together in a 500-gallon tank, and they were all fish that were all nearly a foot long. Generally, aggression is controllable if you've got a number of fish, not just 2 or 3, but 5 or 7 or 10. The more you have, the more aggressive fish you can have in a tank, the less aggression there will be. I shouldn't put it that way, although I think it's true. It's that the aggression gets diffused. It's hard to chase one fish when others are getting in the way. But I think there really is less aggression with more aggressive fish in a big tank. Kenny does that. Kenny has aggressive fish in big tanks, numbers of them, and he really does not have a problem with them. Kyle, what does your maintenance schedule look like for the saltwater tanks? Make your own salt or top off from the outside? I top off with tap water that's pretty soft and more or less acidic. It's about neutral, like RO. The water in there is water from the Gulf, so it's natural seawater.
And I'm figuring you top off with fresh water because as the salt water evaporates, the salt doesn't leave, right?
Exactly. If I topped off with salt water, I would wind up with the Dead Sea or the Great Salt Lake or some such thing. I would be able to keep brine shrimp in it, and that would be about it. So yeah, these are samurai gouramis.
Very nice.
Wow. ADHD just built a router table to make acrylic tanks for a better run. This girl is a bit much. I am astounded.
Yeah, hey, if you need to send out prototypes, remember us.
Yeah. I'm astounded at
the
the kind of stuff she's into. It's just amazing.
I'll welcome your test products.
Really, really. Pretty impressive. Small Boraris to 33 with licorice and neon blue raspberries. Yeah, these fish are amazing if you can keep them. and they are not easy to keep. But if you can keep them, they're just astounding fish.
I was seeing somebody say about the garden supplies that they don't stock at their, where they live during that time, and that's the same for here. You can't. There's absolutely nothing. Like I remember I told you one time the pool
Really?
store isn't even stocking pool sand. Yeah, so soon they'll start forcing it into the. They're gonna be putting out the Easter candy and all the garden stuff soon enough. It's getting lighter out every night.
Isn't that amazing? Yeah. Sphericthes, yeah, right. Sphericthes. Celatinensis. They do like a leaf fish, don't they? They really do. Never stop, Scott says.
Oh my
Right.
goodness! From the beginning when she joined us and how far along she's come and just all the busyness. Just
I know
wonderful.
it's remarkable. She's going to wind up with one of the most astounding fisheries. I mean, it already is. It already is, just light years ahead of where
Quite the
everybody else.
work ethic in the fishery.
Yeah, exactly.
Times a year
And she
I
works
heard-
a full-time job. She's got a full-time job
Yeah.
on top of this, and
This is
is
her
getting
happy place,
involved in
probably.
doing things that are pretty sophisticated to do, and
Yeah,
learning
I
how
wish
to do it.
Knew more of that stuff. I didn't even have shop at my school. It was so small.
Yeah, what I find remarkable about her is that we're talking about you, girl. Is that
Yeah, we are.
she takes on really big challenges and learns how to do it. Just pushes her way through it. It's very, very impressive. J Dog got rid of his hair algae. Wonderful. You can do it. I've got a different type now. I'm going to show you this. Pain in the rear end. I've got a hair algae that is growing on the glass. Look at that. It's stuck tight to the glass. So I got to take it off with a razor in order to be able to get rid of it. I got rid of pretty much the rest of it. I've got this stuff, which is a hair algae that's growing on the old leaves of this Aponogeton, which is kind of interesting. So I'm just pulling those leaves out because they're old dying leaves. And there's a lot of new growth coming up, so I'm not too worried about it. Oh, where she's got the babies. Oh, I see her in the back. She's got him in the back. They're getting big too. They're about 2 weeks old now, maybe a little better.
Oh, I see you have a nice little subscribe now button on the bottom of the screen now. I like that. From your the Father Fish tech team. Very well.
Yes. Yeah, that Naresh put that up. Good buying tip for ornamental rocks, says Scott. Big box home improvement stores, orange or blue, there's stones, rocks, and bulk. It's cheap, and any oven bags are 50% off.
Oh,
Perfect.
I get a lot of bags there.
Yeah.
You know what? What sucks is when I have them down in the shopping cart, and I have to get it out of the shopping cart and up and over to get it into the trunk. And
Right.
It gets hairy.
Liquid iron supplement, or you can do the liquid, mix it in with the dirt. Good. That'll work. I tried it for a while, but I don't have any trouble getting the iron iron supplement, garden supply supplement. And I guess it's because we have a lot of fruit trees here, and it's good for fruit trees. So
Wait, it doesn't get cold there. It's not snow. Like where they put
And
all
it-
our garden
yeah.
stuff, they put shovels and salt and that kind of stuff.
Sunday night's supposed to get to 32. So we're going to be dying Sunday night. Now, I can count on the fingers of one hand the amount of times it's gotten to 32 degrees here in this part of Florida in the last 30 years. No more.
That's a heat wave for us right now.
Yeah.
We start to take our coats off and walk out to get the mail.
Very, very rare. Got some on new and old leaves. David Skivick, big water changes and lower light intensity. No, that's not going to help. What you need is more plants. Here's the thing to understand about algae. Algae is, if there's a food line, think of plants, all of the plants in a food line. And the ones at the head of the line are the ones that are able to assimilate nutrients the quickest and the best. That's the fast growing plants. Anacarus is a good example. They just gobble up nutrients. At the back of the line are algae. Algae are they are the least easy. How can I say this? The least effective at absorbing nutrients.
They get pushed out like that little red piggy.
They get pushed out by everything else. So if you got algae, you simply don't have enough other better plants. Because if you did, you would not have algae. Algae does not grow in a tank that is chock-a-block with plants that are all thriving because it can't get to the nutrients. Hair algae is one of the easiest to get rid of here. I got some in this tank down here. Look at this. Can you see this? It's really easy to get rid of because you just grab it and tug at it, and you can get every bit of it out.
It's really strong in that way.
Yeah, it's amazingly strong. You just keep tugging at it.
I like to go around in a little circle, kind of
Yeah.
wind it around my hand or finger.
And it separates from the other plants that it's on. I've got it growing in. This is my snail tank. I mean my shrimp tank. And the shrimp are not doing real well with it. Now, see that? I just pulled that out and absolutely cleaned the hornwort. So there's no hair grass now in this hornwort. There may be some. Here's a little. So it's really pretty easy to pull out. I've got some down in here. See this? See how it comes out? And you can get every bit of it this way. It grows in long strands, and it's tough enough that you get the whole bit out without it breaking up much. And amazing.
Yeah, and first of all, it's a lot easier than scraping algae. The kind you have to get off the glass.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
And a lot of this stuff, it's like, well, do we have to change our light or what's our nutrients like this or that, the other thing. Hair algae, it's a chore, but you can just go in, yank it out, which is a lot easier than the other ones that are growing on your plant leaves and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, it's a lot easier to get out. You really can do it manually. Now, you're not going to get it all at once, but if you got something in there that eats it, all you need to do is get it down to a level where it becomes manageable by the guys who are in there who will eat it. And they'll finally, if you keep up with it, it'll disappear. That's what J-Dog did. He just kept up with it and finally was able to get rid of it. Christina's saying she loves it.
I was
Baby's
just
hiding.
thinking that. Yeah, I was going to reply in chat and say, because I think there's a tank that LRB has where he just let it go over things, and another
Yeah,
one where
yeah,
Rachel
that's
O'Leary
right.
had. They look like really cool Martian scapes. Well, not Martian. Green lush, alien place. It's really cool looking when you could just maybe take the plants out, embrace the hair algae, put some weird rocks for it to grow over, and it could be a fun time. And the babies will love it.
Monster Fish Skull is saying, I have the Higher Horizon 8-gallon. Want to make the faux rock wall look like a grass wall. What do you recommend? That's a good one. Rickia probably is going to be the easiest because you can press it in there.
And it'll kind of grow up and float up. And
it'll kind of mat. It'll mat in there. Another one you can do is what is the I've been having this trouble today. I can't remember
it. You can get your hands on willow moss. Would that be a good idea?
Yeah.
Because I have
any of the mosses.
Little spikes that look like grass.
Yeah, the trick is to getting it to grow. But yeah.
It's slow growing, where it is, but I just love it.
It's pretty. Right, goldfish love. Harold, your rumen. Microbial life likes to live in string algae as well. Yep, absolutely. Jimmy P. Hello, Jimmy P. Nice to see you.
There's a question there from Rego Silver.
Making the moss ball, right. Yeah, this, I now, this, here. Wait a minute. All right, here we go, guys. All right, there we go. There we go. $20 right there. 20. Put it on my plant list.
I feel like I have a real
$20.
plant because I have, before they were banned, I have ones that I for sure know don't have zebra mussels on them, but they're growing all over my tanks and not in bulk water much anymore.
Yeah, it's funny stuff, isn't it? Subvasor tank. That's another one I was thinking about. You could do subvasor tank. You can kind of press it in because it doesn't float around a lot. It will not float to the top. It kind of stays on the bottom. So that would also work on a background. Jimmy P. A fatherfish moss ball, right. Hello, Fanatical.
Moss ball used to be a trigger word for you with fatherfish.
I know. ADHD is a bunch of Subvasor tank. Nice plant. Really nice plant.
Was that the one that it might even possibly be in streams around here that just kind of looks like kelp but stuck to the bottom?
Yep, exactly.
In a high flow area? I can't wait.
Freshwater. Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. I don't know. I didn't know it was a temperate zone, but maybe.
I'll have to get out when we thaw out here and get a little video of it. Because I know where it is.
There's Dad leaving. Nice to have you with us. Dad Digital Tech Man. Digitech Man. Is Shelby hiding behind the tanks? Yeah, she is actually.
Kind of.
She's swimming in them.
Can
you hear the water? Right. She's swimming in the tank, and down behind me here. Embellis. Scott
I
wants
replaced
embellis.
the turtle. Me and the salamander.
Really, really. She'll be much more gentle toward the salamander. Sarco. Sylvester
Hey,
Tang, beautiful.
don't bet the house on that.
Oh, that's
I get hungry
interesting.
too.
Sarco is saying that there's a lot of willow moss in the creeks around where he is.
Where are you,
Very
Sarko?
cool.
Oh, you're up
Wow.
in Canada, right?
That's cool.
If I'm remembering correctly.
Nice.
I need more willow moss. It's great. I think I got it from LRB, where you get just a little bit in a sandwich bag. You know.
Yeah, Yellowstone Aquatics. Hello, hello. Oh dear. What water are we listening to?
Me.
Are you bathing? What are you doing?
Oh, is that why people are asking about swimming? No. I packed my tanks in so closely that in order to fill this one tank up that has a big heater in it, so I go in there and it's like half full after a week. I have to take a little plant waterer and just slowly pour a tiny bit in at a time, and I can just tell these fish need this right now. So, yeah, they seem to be wasting away for some reason. No, give them extra
Nice.
food.
Let's see. D.I. Timberlake is watching us on Facebook. D.L. Timberlake, nice to see you. All right. That's parts of the creek where there's no substrate and access to substrate, but in tiny creeks, Sarko's saying. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Need to figure out a way to get some. All right, we're at 9:34. I think we're not going to stomp all over Lucas here.
Yeah. Hear what exciting news he has? Oh, yeah,
Really?
the stream has started.
Has it? Okay. Then I.
Oh, hey, I didn't see the chat. I see Fanatical's here now.
Yes.
He's always up to something. He's saying, you look shattered. What do you mean by that?
I look shattered. I
Looks
don't know.
all right to me.
I don't know. Shattered.
Will there be a live on Discord? I think that's on Sunday evening. After
Right.
Father's on with Mary.
Yeah, we're going to do a live on Discord. So any of you want to come over and join us there, more than welcome to. Yeah, we'll start it up in 10-15 minutes.
All right, that sounds good.
All right.
Take a little break.
Really, Shelby, nice to have you here. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm glad I could join in some capacity. It was a kooky day, but I'm here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right.
All right. Well, we'll see.
See you all. We'll be here Sunday night. Come on over to Discord. We'll continue the
Give me 1 second to get your Discord thing up here.
link up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if anybody does it before me.
Yeah, if I can, yeah, I can get it. I got it. Right.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
I got it. Yep.
Goodbye, Carl and Granwood. Yep, LRB live stream too.
Okie dokie, guys. Bless you all. See you soon. I'll be back Sunday with Mary. See you then, and maybe Shelby will have her camera back on, and we'll be able to touch base with her as well. Really. Let's go over to say, let's go bomb LRB.
That sounds like a good idea.
Really. Bye for now, guys.
Is LRB Aquatics, Aquarium Hoarder, if you were new to him. If you haven't found him, do.
Let's see. I forgot. Oh, if I
Do
get
that.
this link on.
Yeah, LRB is Lucas Bretz. He's a prize-winning fish breeder, and he is in about 50 years he'll be fathered fish. He's a young fathered fish for sure.
Who is moving to Florida? He's going to be about an hour south of me, so I'm
To
looking
be closer
forward
to his grandfather. Yeah.
looking forward to good times together.
He's
That'll
going to be
be
closer
fun.
to his grandfather, Lou Foxwell.
Really. All right, guys.